Yes. Right. Good evening. I may as well say this is part 2 because we had a bit of a technical issues on my side. So I'm to blame, not Katie. Katie Blackwell, also known as KatieB, or shall I say KB, even. She's a 16-year-old singer-songwriter. She's proud to be a part of Rock Solid Talent Entertainment. She's also had her struggles with mental health herself. She's released the first original single called Undefeated, which she did sing last week, but
technical issues.
In February she did that, and she's been busy live streaming, working on new projects and getting ready for music college in September. And she's hoping everyone stays safe.
Yeah.
Welcome again. Right. I never asked you this last week, but how old were you when you first started singing?
I was actually 9.
No.
When I first started singing. I did not like it at first. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really, because it was out of my comfort zone. Because like before that, I was like, I didn't even want to talk to anyone. So like singing was even like more of like a barrier to me when it came to like just in general. But I'm not gonna lie, like as I like learned to accept that I am my own person, I shouldn't like ever compare myself to other people. Yeah. I realised how much I actually loved it, and I was really grateful. My mum was just like pushing me, being like, "This will be really good for your confidence." Because originally I was like, "No, she's lying. I'm not listening to her." Because that's what teenagers basically do, I think. Basically.
Teenagers do that. Yeah, they don't listen to to people around them. I was in the same boat, and you know what? I'm grateful that you've got a fantastic support
I'm really
group around you. Because obviously, I can say I've never had that when I was your age. I never had it. So obviously, you should be grateful for that. But also with mental health, because obviously during this pandemic, we know this is a massive stigma. And obviously, I believe my daughter, who we only spoke to a few days ago,
she's a
yes and no. Well, yes and no. Because obviously she's only 7, and with the way we're raising my autistic son, I believe she's going to develop mental health herself. And obviously, because I know what to do to help people, I'm grateful that you've invited us for a duo.
I
really am.
I know like what it's like to like struggle with somebody who's got autistic, because I've actually got an autistic brother. I love him like to the earth and everything, but he can be really challenging at times, especially when he has like his little meltdowns. It honestly breaks my heart because I feel kind of helpless. I just kind of to my mom and I'm like, "Mom, what do I do?" And I just feel like sometimes I'm like, I'm a bad sister because I don't understand like why he's acting the way he is, because I don't have it myself, so I can't like, I don't know exactly what's going on inside his head, even though like I sometimes wish I did. And I would say that having an autistic brother is definitely like quite mentally hard sometimes, because like it makes you really, really like protective, because when you're very protective of somebody who's got autism, like you are just worried about what people are gonna say or think about them. And like I don't really talk much about my brother publicly because I guess I'm scared of what people will think about people with disabilities, because I think with people who have like mental disabilities, most commonly, I think people don't understand fully what it's like to have it. And I know people around my age who just take the mick out of it, and it honestly breaks my heart.
Yeah, because obviously, believe it or not, I've actually been not diagnosed fully, but I've been only pre-diagnosed of Asperger's myself, which is similar to autism. And it can be challenging. You know, like I only got that diagnosis last year myself. I can sort of sympathise with that, because in Trafford Centre on a couple of occasions, I literally had to sit on the floor with my son to calm him down. But what I would recommend, because obviously I am learning not only to be a mental health advocate, but I'm also learning to be a disability advocate as well.
Yeah.
Do you read? Do you read books?
To be honest, I rarely get the time to. I mean, I occasionally read when I want to just have time to myself and calm. And I occasionally do it, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't do reading as much as I used to because of singing and looking after my brother and all that.
Yeah, because obviously what I was going to recommend is there's a book which you can get on Amazon. It's called The Reason I Jump. And this is about...
Yeah, my mum's got that. Yeah. Maybe she'll talk about the book.
It is a fantastic book. And obviously I've just recently started reading myself.
Yeah.
But I would say, and I'm saying this publicly for the very first time, but that book, that is the first ever book that's actually made me cry.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I can totally sympathise. I can reflect on where I went wrong and where I did not understand autism. But now I because when it comes to autism or even mental health, everything's still learning. We're still learning. And as the saying goes, if you know a lot, you know nothing. But if you know little, you're still learning.
Yeah, I think.
Go on.
I'm not sure if it's 100% correct, but I think people who have mental health, especially anxiety, I think they're sort of part in the autism spectrum. They're high up. It's not as bad as my brother's got it, but I think I read somewhere that people with anxiety and dyslexia and all that, and dyspraxia, all of that is part of the autism spectrum, which I never actually realised.
I've also got dyspraxia as well, and yes, it is linked to autism. It is.
Yeah, because my friend's got dyspraxia, and even though she's got it, she even herself, she don't actually fully understand what it's about.
Yeah, well, either way.
Yeah.
I'm seeing you now as a role model to your brother.
Thank you.
I really am a role model, and I totally respect you for that, Katie. I really do.
Yeah.
So you really should be proud of yourself. Also, because I know you've been having struggles yourself, and it can be hard. And you're right, mental health never leaves us. It never will leave us. But I've always said it can either be your worst enemy or it can be your best friend. And I can see, just from the mental health side, at the minute, I think that is in the middle with you. Because obviously it's my best friend at the minute. And I hope it stays there.
Yeah.
But I think with the right help, which obviously you are getting, I believe you will beat this sooner than you think.
Yeah.
I really do. And I know...
I'm really lucky because mental health, I don't know, even 10 years ago, mental health wasn't really talked about. But I like how, the last 5 years is actually, been talked about. And people had this weird perception that people with mental health were these crazy, mad people who are, dangerous or something like that. And I'm it's actually the opposite. We're probably the people who are more likely to, be involved in, dangerous situations because we're so vulnerable, and like people like to see people's vulnerability and just use that to their advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, because obviously I was bullied and judged for the majority of my life. And I've only just recently learned to accept that I've got dyspraxia. I've learned to got autism and even mental health. And with the way I've come around since last year, there is hope and belief out there that it can be awesome.
It makes so much, like, you got people like Demi Lovato, and you got people who have got such a big like following, like speaking about their mental health struggles, because people think that just because you got all the money in the world that like you're not sad, you're not like, you've got nothing really bad going on. But I like how mental health has actually been perceived the right way, and it's been taught a lot more in schools.
Yeah. But obviously, I can just name just a few celebrities that has got mental health. Yeah. Dwayne Johnson, Tyson Fury. Yeah, they may be multi-millionaires, but as you said, money doesn't buy your life. It doesn't
buy
make things better. It makes things better, but we've all got our demons.
Sorry about that. My mum accidentally played a song.
I love that song anyway. I love it. But because we're all warriors. We're all warriors.
How did you know that?
Because I love that song. I love that song.
Yeah, same. Like, every time I listen to this song, I feel so empowered, and I just like, I pour all my emotions into that song.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I listen to it every single day. And yes, it does my family's head in. Because they keep saying, why do you keep playing it? I'm like, it's a coping mechanism.
It really helps, because it makes you realise I have got it. And like, it's like, I shouldn't be afraid that I've got something that makes me unique and special, because I think people who have mental health, like, they shouldn't feel ashamed about it. It's what makes them human. That's what I think.
Yeah. You're not human if you don't have feelings.
No, and there's another like stigma that I think like has gotten better, but I think really does need to improve a lot, is like mental health and like boys, because like my parents, like my dad was always taught to, you got to man up, you can't show any emotion.
I've had that.
And I just don't think that should still be like a worry that boys who have mental health should worry about. Like, I think we should not ignore people who have emotions. Like, we shouldn't just say, oh, just because they're a boy, they shouldn't show emotions. I actually think that when you show emotions, it does. I think people who show their emotions sort of bottling on inside actually makes you a stronger person, I think.
Yeah, because I've noticed that I've cried a lot on camera. A lot.
I know. We're human.
But I've never been judged. I've never been judged. And that's what I'm proud about. Because I used to have a lot of negative people in my life. And now I've removed that. And I'm not afraid to say this, but some of that was actually my parents. I've removed them from my life because they're the ones that actually abused me growing up.
That's absolutely horrible.
It is. But now, ever since I did that, I feel a lot happier. But obviously, you've got an absolutely fantastic mother who loves you and supports you a lot.
Yeah.
Keep hold of her.
That was just my mum hugging me.
I know. So
I think, even though you went through that tragic thing, I think it kind of taught you like how like you shouldn't be afraid, and like I feel like as like, because you're a parent to like a young children, aren't you?
Yeah.
So like you can teach them from your experience that it's okay to like open up. It's like you shouldn't bottle feelings.
See, my 8-year-old, he's got autism. He's on the high functioning spectrum, and he sees that because he sees me as a role model. And if you told me about 6 months ago, I had nothing to do. I was just sitting around playing on my phone non-stop, playing on console and stuff like that, watching stupid things on the telly, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing in my life? What am I going to leave my kids? So this is why I've gone into the mental health business.
Yeah.
Because the stigma needs to stop. And now he's only 8 years old, and he actually now wants to learn about it.
That's amazing.
He's 8 years old, and I believe this should be.
8. He's got I think your son will be so wise. Like, being 8 years old and wanting to change the world, and like, I think what you provide, you provide in your platform and like helping people overcome it is such an amazing thing, because it's actually helping with my own mental health. I think that actually confessing to people about my mental health struggles has helped me so much. Is like, actually, instead of hindering me, is actually like helped me massively, because it encouraged me to even write a song about mental health. Because 2 years ago, I would have never imagined writing a song about anxiety, but I mean, look at me now.
Yeah, because even though we've never met in person, I'm actually glad you're not following my steps, because I actually was abused from 3 years old, and I was abused 16 years every single day since then. And I kept that to myself from the world for 21 years.
Wow.
21 years. And the first person I spoke to was a policeman. He did nothing. So that's when I tried jumping off a cliff. But I made that drastic action to actually ring an ambulance myself. And obviously I begged them to section me. I begged them to section me, even though I had a seatbelt wrapped around my neck. And they still discharged me because they didn't think I was unstable enough. So instead of them giving me a lift home, I walked home. Yeah, it was raining, but I didn't care because it was just water to me. It still is water. But that gave me time to think, because I really would recommend, if you're struggling, walking really does help. I walked a good 2-3 miles. A good 2-3 miles.
It releases endorphins into your body, and it makes you like. I think walking's actually helped me a little bit as well.
Yes.
Like, even if it's just like a simple walk to like the shops with like my dad, like,
it gives you time to think, doesn't it?
Definitely.
So once I got on, that was it. I was happy.
Yeah.
I was happy. So even though I walked about 3 miles, but still. Undefeated. What? Obviously, you told about the story and all that, but what's the message really all about Undefeated? I'm taking a leaf out of Keith Lemon's book here.
It's quite hard to explain, because it's like a lot that went into it. Like, I just wrote it when I was at a pretty down stage, and I just wanted to vent out and just be like, I'm gonna write about this. I guess my message was very much what you said, that we shouldn't be like bottling it inside. Like, we shouldn't listen to the voices in our head saying you can't do something, you'll never achieve anything. I just wanted to write a song that like inspired people to not listen to that voice and listen to your heart instead.
Unsinkable, aren't they?
Yeah, and I guess I wanted, like, very similar to Fight Song, that no matter how many like problems or struggles or like things that knock you down, you can come back from it no matter what. You're undefeated.
You're an inspirational person.
Thank you.
That's how I'm describing you. Yeah, absolutely. I really don't know what to say now because I feel like we've just covered everything.
Yeah, because when you're like opening up, it's like it feels like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. You're just
It
like,
does.
wow. Yeah,
It does.
it does, honestly.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It looks like all that negative energy that was building inside of you, you're just like letting go of it, and you're just like, I'm not listening to you anymore. Bye bye.
Absolutely. And now just thinking about it, let's think about it. And I can't believe I'm saying this now because you share a passion with my daughter about Frozen. And just one song just actually goes through my mind now, and that's from the first film, Let It Go.
Yeah.
You see what the message is all about.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like when I first watched the film, I was actually like 10 or 11. I can't even remember how old I was. Actually, no, I was younger than that. I was about 9, 10. I just thought, oh my god, it's like Elsa singing a song. But now, like as I got older, I realised it's got like a deeper meaning to it than like I originally did. Like, because I thought it was like a pretty Disney song that like Idina Menzel could just belt off her voice. But then I realised what the actual message was, and I was like, oh my god, you think it's from a kids film, like people think, oh, because it's from a kids film, like it's not gonna be serious, but it's got a very serious message in it, but it's kind of hidden. It's like a hidden message, I guess, in a way.
Absolutely. So what I'll do, I'm glad you came on. I really am. I finally got a full interview out of you. But more of a discussion. And what we'll do, if you want to wrap it up, if you want, with a song, that's more than your choice.
Ready?
Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
Let's do it.
What do you want to do?
I don't know if to do Warrior or my single.
Up to you.
What would you like? Shall we do Warrior?
I don't know. I mean, they're both about mental health. What do you think?
Hey, it's your song.
You want to?
I'll go for Undefeated.
Go for it.
Let's go for it. Oh my god.
It is.
That's okay. You're probably gonna have to edit this part.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
This is what singers do. They get ready.
Because it's kind of awkward. Because like I didn't want to stand up the whole interview and be like,
Yeah. Are you ready?
Sure. Never thought I'd ever be this way. And face the world I'd hide away. I was so ashamed I couldn't be myself. How could I escape those eyes on me? Maybe feel so worthless that they wouldn't see. Pushing aside to real me. Oh. You can throw a million sticks and stones. You got to know that I am so much stronger now. Each your breath is fine, 'cause I don't care. To you it was a game. He's just a lie. Sitting in the dark alone, I cry. Oh. You can throw a million sticks and stones. You got to know that I'm so much stronger now. Waste your breath is fine, 'cause I don't care. To you it was a game over me. Completely undefeated. Turn around. Lead to the sun. 'Cause everything is now undone. Like a you got to know that I'm so much stronger now. It's your breath is fine, 'cause I don't care. To you it was a game over me.
You put Demi Lovato to shame.
I'm not so sure about that. I mean, Demi Lovato is like amazing. I wouldn't exactly compare myself to her.
Yourself. Don't. Always have that positive mind. Because I'm actually just thinking about a quote I've actually just recently come across. And that is, what's it called? What is it? Braver than you believe, stronger than you think.
Like that. I love that saying.
It is, isn't it? Obviously, there's something else added to that, but I can't remember what it was.
That's such a true
I'll share it on my post tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will. I will. Now, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me on.
Anytime. All right, I'll catch you both later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.